In May 2024, I packed up my bike and flew to Poland. I had a whole month to visit family and explore the country. I landed in Warszawa, Warsaw, and my bike made it as well. After a few days at my cousin's, I took the train to begin my ride. Hey everyone, welcome to Wheels on the Bike. It's the start of another adventure. I am in Częstochowa, Poland, and I'm just about to start Szlak Orlich Gniazd that is going to take me to Kraków. Rowerowy Szlak Orlich Gniazd, or the Eagle's Nest Bicycle Trail, is a scenic 190-plus kilometer cycling route in southern Poland. The route connects the cities of Częstochowa and Kraków through the scenic Jura Krakowsko-Częstochowska region. It's known for its medieval castle ruins, limestone rock formations, caves, and forests. As it turns out, I was both physically and technically unprepared to ride this trail, which resulted in a lot of hike-a-biking and upper body conditioning. But let's go see the first castle, shall we? The ruins of Zamek Olsztyn, or Olsztyn Castle, date back to the 14th century. The castle was part of the Eagle's Nest's defensive system, which was a chain of medieval castles built on high limestone cliffs, like eagle's nests, to protect the southern border of the Kingdom of Poland. This region is now referred to as Śląsk, or Silesia. In addition to castle ruins, we also have caves on this trail. 7 hours into the ride and I am still not done my 60-kilometer journey. Never mind, look at that. I am now on a paved road and my destination is very close. I'm heading to Częstochowa today, so I will be getting off the trail a little bit. We're approaching the castle, and there it is, everyone. Zamek w Mirowie, or Mirów Castle, was constructed in mid-14th century. Some say that it resembles a ship, and it's one of the oldest strongholds on the Eagle's Nest Trail. And we're back on the forest road. We're going to Bobolice to see another castle. Here we go. Surface check. Very nice. Easy going. I'd like to point out a small rest stop just outside of Częstochowa. And here are my surroundings. I just spotted the castle. Bobolice Castle also dates back to the 14th century. After centuries in ruins, Bobolice Castle has been beautifully restored, but there's been some controversy about whether its reconstruction truly matches the original medieval architecture. Oh, hello, my love. Sokolniki. Day 3. I'm riding to Szlak Orlich Gniazd. I'm back on these dirt roads, and at least I am in the middle of the fields. The views are beautiful. Okay, let's ride. Just outside of Podlasice, and the surface here has gotten very sandy, deep sand. But I also came upon this rest area. Would be a perfect shelter if it got stormy. I can see that there's a fire pit, bike parking right next to the shed, and of course garbage cans. Just climbed a very steep, rocky section. Zamek Bąkowiec, or Bąkowiec Castle, are ruins of a 14th century knight's castle. The ruins are located within a holiday resort, Morsko, close to a village by the same name. In 2024, when I visited, the ruins were not open to any travelers, but there are multiple hiking trails around the castle. Look at all these ants. Busy, busy, busy. And now this rocky road turned into this beautiful bike path. The surface is so very much different. A few meters down the road, it's all mountain bike trails. And now it's paved. A lot of variety here. I just had lunch at this beautiful rest stop behind me, and I wanted to show you an information board. We're going to be approaching another castle, Castle Ogrodzieniec. We passed Okiennik Wielki, or the Great Window Rock. This is where we are right here. And this is where we came from. We started in Częstochowa, and we are heading to Kraków. Okay, let's keep riding. There is a lot happening by this castle. Take a look at all the little trinkets. Every castle needs a knight. And if you need a knight costume, there you are. Welcome to the Ogrodzieniec Castle. Ogrodzieniec Castle is the most magnificent and picturesque eagle's nest. The castle is situated on the highest hilltop within the region at 515 plus meters above the sea level. In 16th century, it was referred to as Little Wawel, as its splendor and wealth were said to be as great as those of Wawel, the royal castle in Kraków. If you're a fan of the Netflix show The Witcher, this castle's ruins served as one of the filming locations for the show. We're back in the forest. I was just about to stop and show you the mud ahead of me, but then I looked to my left and take a look at this. The trail is getting worse and worse, but the views are getting more and more spectacular. This is stunning. There looks to be some sort of a cave that's blocked off right over there. So beautiful. And another rest stop. Yeah. Pushing the bike again. You will not believe what happened to me. I am in Kwaśniów Górny, and there is no campsite here. There are no motels or hotels here. It's a small village. And so I did what I do typically when I can't find a place to stay. I went to the church. In speaking to the priest, I found out that volunteer fire stations known as OSP, Ochotnicza Straż Pożarna, typically have a community hall attached to them, and there are caretakers who have the key to the space. The caretaker couple at this fire hall not only invited me to sleep inside the community hall itself, but also ended up taking me for a tour of Pustynia Błędowska, or Błędów Desert. An unexpected generosity which made my seemingly inconsequential pass through one of the many villages in Poland incredibly special. Błędów Desert is located between Błędów and the villages of Hechło and Klucze. It's a man-made 32 square kilometers area that is a result of mass deforestation, which led to topsoil erosion and exposure of the sandy surface. As this is not a real desert, it has the same type of climate as the areas around it. If you're lucky enough, you will see military paratroopers training here. And those two people who are walking ahead of me are the people who have been so generous and kind with their time and who have been incredible hosts. So a huge thank you to the both of them. Good morning to day 4 on the trail. I am going to be changing my route a little bit. Instead of going to see the desert today, which I saw yesterday, I am going to head towards the Rabsztyn castle. Let's get on that road and let's keep riding. So I just had another adventure. First thing in the morning, I was riding out of the village and met this man who took me to this place. He wanted to show me this place that he said looks like a canyon, and it kind of does. Not a natural one, but man-made one. When we arrived here, alarms indicated that there were going to be explosions. I'm on a detour, so I was not meant to be here, but I am here, and I'm so glad to have had this adventure. This is where we are. The next castle ruins I visited was the Rabsztyn castle. On the approach, I followed the bicycle trail markers and ended up going on a hike-a-bike adventure that nearly broke me. Why? I mixed up the bike and hiking trail markers, and, well, you'll see what happened next. This is where I came from. So steep. I obviously pushed the bike, and I'm going over there. Oh, Sutra, don't fall. Sutra, don't fall. Oh my God. There it is. Absolutely worth the climb. Rabsztyn Castle, another one of the Eagle's Nest strongholds, was first built in the 13th century. It was partially destroyed in the 17th century during the Swedish invasion. The stunning panoramic views made it a perfect spot for an impromptu lunch break. Okay, let's just state the obvious here. If you ride your bike to these castle ruins, take the paved route, not the hiking trail. I think it's some sort of an observation tower. Huh. Okay, let's head back down. Whew, we better get off the road. Take a look at this. What a beautiful surprise. Again, Jura Krakowsko-Częstochowska. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting this. When I stopped at the spring water source, I was told that there is, I'm going to use the Polish word because I don't know what the translation is. It's a klasztor, and that they have accommodations up there. Problem is, it's a mountain. It's a big hill to climb. Unfortunately for me, the place is booked. I think this would be a fabulous, fabulous place to book a night. Apparently the area around here is beautiful. Lots of walking trails, but you know what? Not for us to see. So we're gonna go down that 17% hill and find someplace else to stay. Let's do it. The day is not yet done. It's tough going, finding accommodation here, but I have a spot. It's called Agroturystyka. It's kind of like farmers renting rooms. Of course, it's up another steep hill. I have not much strength left, so I'm just pushing the bike. Let's see where this leads. Hey. Hello everyone, welcome to the last day on the Eagle's Nest Trail. Today I am heading to Kraków. All right, let's get out there, let's ride. The ruins of the Tenczyn castle are located in Rudno, on the highest point of an inactive volcano. Built in the 14th century, this castle was also damaged in the Swedish invasion of the 17th century. In addition, this castle was struck by lightning in 1768, which caused further damage. When I was first reading about the trail and I read about forest roads, I was imagining something like this. But this is the most beautiful reward for the grueling climbs on the Szlak Orlich Gniazd. I stopped at a local grocery store here and I picked up a few things for lunch. Milk, cheese, got some bread, a spread, pasztet, and the views, very nice. Smacznego! If you're thinking of riding this trail, do not come here unprepared like I did. That is a big mistake. Also, don't come here with a touring bike. At the very least a bikepacking bike. I've climbed the last climb of this trail. On approach to Kraków, a small obstacle. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, and just like that, welcome to Kraków. Welcome. Coming from Toronto, Canada, I found Krakow's cycling infrastructure and driver behavior simply amazing. I was stunned at how easy it was to navigate the city, especially so on a touring bike. Well done, Kraków. And I have made it. This is the last eagle's nest. We made it. We made it to Kraków, everyone. We made it. A tough ride along the trail, but holy, this is fabulous. And this concludes the trail, everyone. See you on the next one.